green light comes on. Okay.
So for about 15 years ago, I got these sort of chronic hives. It just happened. I wasn't sure why. It kind of mysteriously came, or at least to me at the time. And just went on and on. Eventually, I learned a lot of things actually dealing with it and learning to deal with it. But suddenly, just seems like almost as mysteriously, it went away. Maybe about 2 months ago. And so, I mean, I always felt there was connections between what I ate and this, or, that I was just prone to that genetically, or that there could be a relationship to, the amount of stress in my
Yes.
life, or, all kinds of things, all kinds of factors. It could have been there was an infection. I don't know exactly. I still don't know. But I wanted you to elaborate on the relationship between our body and their mind and spirit, and how these things relate.
Yes. Yes. This chart explains our total being. See, mostly we are in the physical body. Physical body is only matter. It's a dead matter. It is alive because of prana, energy. So really, body and energy together makes gross body. Gross body relies on food, taking food in and eliminating toxin. So our health depends upon what we eat and how we do cleansing and exercises. This is normal state. But looking from deeper standpoint, body is the outcome of the mind, and mind is the outcome of consciousness. Subtle seed is the cause of the trunk, branches, leaves, and fruits. So body is outcome of so many things happening. And deepest roots are in the unconscious mind. Unconscious mind or chitta is the cause of so many things happening at mental and emotional level and physical level. So if we want to cure anything at physical level, you can take medicines, eat properly, exercise, that would help. But if you ignore breathing and mind and awareness, then your healing would be limited. The roots could be deep inside. So we have to take care of gross aspect, food, medicine, whatever necessary, but utilize prana or breathing, mind, thoughts, and deep relaxation, getting into deeper mind, and also ego that separates us, shrinks our consciousness, and more ego, more and more of I against the world. It would produce so much stress that would encourage all kind of diseases. So selfless service or prayer, selfless service, helping others, providing services so that you forget yourself, or prayer you think of others, that would expand your consciousness. So what could be accomplished by working only on gross level can be accomplished more efficiently when you utilize your astral body and causal body. That means go deeper into relaxation and meditation. So deeper relaxation is the answer. Some of the things are so much deep rooted, it's like a law of karma that we have done in the past, for which body has to pay. Even great master Ramakrishna, and you can see Raman Maharshi, all the great masters suffered because they did not identify themselves with the body, and also they did not want to cure their body selfishly because they were at the level that they did not identify with the body, they did not feel the suffering. But for us, we can utilize all this. Again, for our purpose, body is only a means. People say, well, practicing yoga, can I be very healthy, live very long? That is not the purpose of yoga. like doing yoga position and eating properly, still we are subject to law of karma. Whatever we had done in the past, growing years, or even past life, karma manifest in this life. So whatever our predicament, by practicing you improve it. But the real benefit of yoga is not what you can change, but how you can accept yourself wherever you are and utilize your body, mind, your situations properly for self-realization. So that is the main purpose. So body is not the goal, but accepting the body. And if one accepts own self, acceptance, I have a whole chapter in wisdom book, acceptance at so many levels, because greatest problem with healing is not acceptance. So they usually say that first one, when you suppose you got some disease, so first one is anger, you know, and then what was that? Bargaining, you know. So first is a denial, first denial, it could not be, then anger, then bargaining, and then grieving, and then comes acceptance. So these are the stages, zap away so much vital energy that prevents the healing. So those who accept, I have this disease, nothing can be done, or whatever I can do, I am doing. I don't blame my parents, I don't blame genetics, I don't blame anything, anyone. Accept it. When you become accepting, then energy flows freely and you connect unconscious mind, conscious mind, and energy and body. So healing speeds up. So this is the secret. Now, it doesn't work the same way in everyone because we haven't cultivated that consciousness. But if you go in this direction, relying on unconscious mind to purify it, and this is why I recommend affirmations, even in the beginning students, affirmations, because you do physically exercise, breathing, watch your diet, but change your thinking process. Affirmation, first affirmation, I accept myself, I love myself, I'm grateful to God for all the gifts of life, I forgive everyone who ever offended me. That is the cause of many problems. Deep rooted anger is described in this quantum physics books. Dr. John Sarno, he did experiment showing all the problem and aches and pain were deeply rooted. It was not physiological, and this is from the standpoint who was medical doctor, and he started believing. Also, fear, that we create so much fear, isolation, loneliness, somebody is going to rob me, somebody is going to steal, that kind of philosophy. Somebody is out to get me, get someone before somebody gets me. Instead of that, affirmation is entire world is manifestation of my mind. Everyone is my brother and sister. I'm surrounded by love, by family members. So if you cultivate that feeling, then it will speed up the healing. So two of the psychological thing, deep-rooted anger that we don't know is unconscious anger. So we pray and forgive everyone. And feeling of fear, isolation. And today is more fear in mind of people than ever before. Before you had fear that somebody will kill you with a gun, but now you have fear that somebody can tap into your security camera, tap into your credit card, tap into this. More and more fears. And for that we do protection. And for protection we shrink ourselves, and that creates more stress, and we are more susceptible to diseases. So really, stress release comes when you simplify life and accept the society as it is. You cannot do anything. But instead of fear, live without fear. A coward dies many times before his death. So we are really dying every moment, everyday life because of fear. This could happen, that could happen. Instead of that, we cultivate deep inner peace and deal with whatever we can. Prepare yourself. Don't go in harm's way unnecessarily, but don't worry about unnecessarily. So these are many factors connected with the health. So we consider, like medical doctors usually consider body is the one to heal, but older system they recognize body, mind, and spirit. So all the old tradition were holistic, considering all of them. And most of the healing is done by the mind. Older system focus more on the mind, more on the consciousness, and very little on the body, because the real root is in the mind. And this is why you can see in placebo effect. What is placebo effect? It's in the mind. You believe that is going to work for me, it works. So many times, and something is not going to work for me, even you take potent thing, it doesn't work. So here is the power of mind you can see in modern life.